Ever feel like people just don't get you? Like conversations drain you or leave you feeling completely misunderstood? It's not arrogance, and you're not weird. Psychology suggests it might be a sign you're more intelligent than most people can handle. Here are 8 research-backed signs you're operating on a different level of thinking. Sign 1. Your brain connects everything. You overthink, but not because you're anxious. Your mind constantly connects dots others don't even see. Psychologists call this cognitive complexity. You can't accept surface-level answers. You need to understand the why behind the what. While others move on quickly, you're still mapping out connections and patterns. It's exhausting for you and often intimidating for others who can't keep up. Sign 2. You decode hidden meanings. Most people hear what's being said. You notice why it's said, how it's said, and what's left unsaid. This combination of high emotional intelligence and analytical thinking lets you read between the lines effortlessly. You pick up on subtext, tone shifts, and behavioral inconsistencies others completely miss. The downside, you can come across as distant or too intense because you're operating on a wavelength most people aren't tuned into. Sign 3. Solitude recharges you. Research shows highly intelligent people genuinely prefer being alone. It's not antisocial. Your inner world is simply more stimulating than most external interactions. Socializing interrupts your thought flow. You recharge in silence because that's when your mind does its best work. Unfortunately, others often misinterpret this as you being cold or standoffish. Sign 4. You challenge because I said so. Smart people rarely accept that's just how it's done. You question authority, traditions, and systems, not to rebel, but because you need logical reasoning. Critical thinking is a hallmark of intelligence. You challenge norms to improve them. The consequence, you're often labeled difficult or rebellious when you're simply thinking deeper than the room. Sign 5. Small talk feels like torture. You crave conversations about ideas, psychology, philosophy, the big questions, but most people stick to weather and weekend plans. This isn't snobbery. It's a genuine need for cognitive stimulation. When conversations stay shallow, you feel bored and isolated. The mismatch between your curiosity and others' comfort zones leaves you feeling chronically misunderstood. Sign 6. You mentally edit before speaking. While others speak freely, you're calculating consequences in milliseconds. You analyze word choice, tone, potential reactions, all before opening your mouth. This hyper-analytical communication style shows high impulse control and consequence forecasting. But people mistake your careful consideration for shyness, coldness, or arrogance when you're just thinking 3 steps ahead. Sign 7. You're brutally self-aware. High intelligence comes with metacognition, the ability to think about your own thinking. You see your flaws in high definition. This constant self-improvement loop drives your growth, but makes confidence hard to maintain. You're your own toughest critic, which often leads to imposter syndrome and difficulty accepting praise. Sign 8. Honesty over likability. You value authenticity over approval. You'd rather speak truth than maintain false harmony. While others bend to fit in, you choose integrity over social acceptance. This makes people uncomfortable, but it also builds real, meaningful connections with those who appreciate depth over performance. If these signs resonate, you're not too much. You just think differently than most. This depth is rare. Protect it. If you love understanding why people think and act the way they do, subscribe for more psychology insights.